murdered fighter in boxing. Ever see Julio Cesar Chavez in his prime? I'm talking about the daddy. I'm talking about one of the greatest fighters ever. This guy is the closest thing I have seen to a big Julio Cesar Chavez.
The Mexican monster is in the building. Happy to have you. I got a question for you though, a serious question. As athletes, we are defined by our resumes. And I think a lot of people would say Terence Crawford is an elite fighter, pound for pound, but he get the just dues because he couldn't get that fight. He gets the fight with Canelo, he wins. If you ask a lot of boxing fans, they think you are that guy, pound for pound, king of boxing, but you haven't got that fight yet. How do you truly feel knowing that you've been ducked and now you can't get the just dues because you should be the king of boxing?
You know, first of all, welcome back Max Kellerman to the world of boxing. I just recently watched a video that a person says, if you never boxed before or you're not in the sport of boxing, you should not talk about boxing. Now that's their opinion, and I respect their opinion, but Max Kellerman never boxed. He trained in boxing gyms, but he never did amateur or nothing, and he's a very good student of the game. Al Bernstein did very little boxing, and he's a very good student of the game, probably a Hall of Fame announcer. Angelo Dundee did very little boxing, but he's a Hall of Fame trainer, and he trained Hall of Famers, right? Believe it or not, if you do some digging, you will find that there have been NFL and NBA coaches that never physically played a game at a high level, or probably never played at all. But Max Kellerman, like I said, he's a very good student of the game. What I don't like about Max Kellerman is that he overglazes sometimes, right? He goes overboard. David Benavidez is not even close to the next Julio Cesar Chavez. Skill-wise, he's not even close. Yes, David Benavidez comes forward. He's a very aggressive fighter, and he throws a lot of punches. But there was a method to Julio Cesar Chavez's madness, right? He comes forward, he throws punches, but he also slips and rolls with punches. Julio Cesar Chavez was a very underrated, skilled boxer. And I don't see that in David Benavidez, at least at Julio Cesar Chavez's level. I don't see that. And at the age of 28, he still has something to prove. He still can prove it. He takes over light heavyweight and do a couple of other things. Maybe he'll change my mind, but for right now, he's not even on Chavez's level. And then LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy, realistically, should stick to football. Personally, I don't like his NBA takes or his boxing takes, but that's just my opinion. But calling David Benavidez the king of boxing after Terence Crawford just beat Canelo Alvarez is wild to me. And then on top of that, he gonna put all of us in it. Everybody knows you're the real king of boxing. No, we don't know if he's the real king of boxing. And this is what I'm talking about. You crowning these guys when they haven't done anything yet. Okay, he's a 2-division champion. One belt he kind of won in the ring. The other belt was emailed to him. Let's see if he can take over the division first. Let's see if he fights Better Beef and beats him, beats the Bivol, and becomes king at 175 before we crown this guy the king of boxing. But I would have to say this. YouTubers, content creators, we have hope. If they make LaShawn McCoy a boxing commentator, we could be a boxing commentator with the takes he have. Rolly Romero, a future Hall of Famer. David Benavidez, the king of boxing already, even after what Bud did. But like I said, everybody has a right to their opinion. I just think these guys crowning these boxers too soon, these young stars too soon. It wasn't that long ago when they were comparing Gervonta Davis to Roberto Duran. Now he's fighting Jake Paul. It looks like Tank Davis's heart pumps Kool-Aid. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Beezy, I'm gone.